Hey guys, I'm Jonathan,
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Evan.
and we're going to talk to you about our group project. Our group title is called Orange Crush, and what we wanted to do is look at the changes that are going on in the circle right now and that have gone on within the past year and the next year as well. The circle's gone through a lot of changes, and there are a lot of new restaurants that are coming into it. Right now, there's the Aussie Bean, there's Pizza Press, and there's Blaze Pizza, and pretty soon the Burger Parlor and the Pie Hole are going to be coming in as well. Now, what we wanted to do in our goal of our message was look at the knowledge of businesses in the Orange Circle that have opened within the last year or will open within the next year. We defined that goal, which is knowledge, as the awareness of benefits, openness, and amenities. We felt that this was a very important topic because we think that being involved in the Chapman community, which includes the Orange Circle, in addition to these businesses which provide such an ample job resource in our country, is an important topic to talk about.
So the goal of our message, first of all, is to increase knowledge of new locations within the Orange Circle. Pretty simple and straightforward. The second point, center of our message, that's going to be the Orange restaurants, those new restaurants, because it's ultimately going to be on them to put forth this new messaging strategy. The third, which is the context of the message, really refers to the fields of experience that both the sender, which is the restaurants, and the receivers, which is Chapman students, interact in. So, for example, businesses would be business realities, the economy, that sort of thing. And Chapman students would be sort of more social-based things, popularity, just their school schedules, and that sort of thing. Number four is what are the existing knowledges? And this more has to do with receivers having knowledge of the new businesses in this case, and this is hopefully also what we intend to affect. The channel, pretty straightforward. It's going to be a social media platform along with assorted flyers and emails. But the main thing will be the social media platform where this sender can put the message and the receiver will receive it. Number six is the specific objective, and our specific objective would be to increase knowledge for Chapman students at new locations within the Orange Circle of businesses that either have been open for at least a year, or for at most a year, and ones that will open within the next year. And finally, the communication model, put simply, is just this model where the sender, which is the Orange businesses, the new businesses in the circle, they encode their message, they send it through the channel of the social media and flyers. It is decoded by the receiver, which are the students, and then the students respond and they provide feedback, which would be or would not be going to the new businesses based on the fact that they now know about them.
I'm Morgan, and I'm going to be talking to you about Phase 2. Phase 2 consists of conceptualization, measurement, data collection, and data analysis. Basically, we list out our dependent variable, which again is knowledge, which can be defined as the awareness of new businesses, location, openness, and amenities. And also our 5 independent variables, which we felt played a significant role in students' knowledge or lack of knowledge of these new businesses. Our first independent variable is perceived popularity, which can be defined as Chapman students' social attitudes towards the Orange Circle. Next, we had information reception, which means students gaining the information about businesses in the circle through certain channels. Following that, our third independent variable is awareness of benefits, which is defined as Chapman students' knowledge of new businesses, auxiliary benefits, which would be influential to students' learning of new locations such as Wi-Fi, outdoor patios, and other services. The fourth independent variable is frequency of exposure, which can be defined as how and how often Chapman students are exposed to these new businesses around the Orange Circle, which can be achieved through walking or biking through the circle past these new businesses. And lastly, we had local support, which we defined as Chapman students' intent to support new local businesses based on a desire to support their local community. In order to determine if there's any previous measurements, you need to do research. In our case, there was no previous research done, therefore no measurement. We created 4 different questions to test each one of our 5 independent variables, and we use that information as a measurement. We created an online survey, which we did by in-person, face-to-face solicitation. Our sample included 102 students, and of those 102 students surveyed, 14 were freshmen, 20 were sophomores, 26 were juniors, and 42 were seniors. We had participants that were both commuter students and students that lived on campus or within a 5-minute walk of campus. And to analyze our data, we used SPSS and logged our survey responses. The 3 things we initially looked at were the mean, standard deviation, and Cronbach's alpha.